Hi everyone, my name's Helenique Argeru, and I wanted to talk to you today about underestimating things in life. I feel very called to do this video today because I just spoke with a potential client who is actually a leadership trainer, a business professional who's done this training job for many, many years and is quite highly developed and quite high up in the ranking in this sector. And he himself has noticed how important it is in life to actually connect with yourself emotionally. And so, a lot of our discussions and our introduction to the program he was thinking about doing brought to light this really important factor of the real work that it takes to actually transform your life. And the change that we are capable of as human beings is really magnificent, but it takes a layered approach that really gets you to look deeply at your thoughts, explore, understand, and actually meet your emotional needs, and to also then transform your behavior. And so, in this way, you implement what you're learning from your thinking and your emotions and your needs inside of you into the actions, the decisions, and the skills that you actually implement then into your life. Often we find that we don't actually have enough skills to do the kind of work or to make the kind of change that we are feeling very called to do. And this is why it takes more than just a few discussions or a few lessons learned to actually master behavioral change, to actually have a big shift in your life. So think about it. What do you really want to transform in your life? What would you like to invent that you don't already have? What have you been longing for last year, this year again, that you just don't seem to get any closer to? What is it that you've always wanted to do? People talk about their bucket lists. Maybe that will give you some clue. And when you look deeply enough into all those different things, you need to start to ask yourself this deeper question of how are you underestimating what it really takes to have that in your life? Instead of just deciding that you can't have it or giving up on the dream, start to go deeper into what it really takes. What kinds of thoughts would you need to start thinking? What kinds of feelings or emotional need does this exact thing that you look for represent? What do you really need from that experience that you can start to give yourself or start to look for in your life already, because that way you'll attract it sooner? And what are the actions? What kind of behaviors have you been taking in the past that are actually sabotaging that? Or what actually contradicts in your action what you say you want? For example, you might say you really want to lose a lot of weight, but you continue to do the same kind of lifestyle choices as you've always done. So you go to the same places, you order the same thing on the menu, and you debate and argue why it's okay for you to do that, because maybe tomorrow you'll make another decision, or maybe you just will start a diet next month, or maybe you're just not meant to be any thinner. And so this way we actually hide behind not having ourselves fulfilled and fully inspired and full of positivity in life, because we underestimate the kind of discipline it might take to really lose weight, the kind of choices you would need to be making differently. Now, some people get this, and I think a lot of work has been done in the human potential movement since the 70s in what we call positive psychology, which a lot of coaches and trainers are using nowadays. And obviously in the whole work of psychology and psychotherapy, this is very cornerstone, central area that we look at is our emotional need. But really, this video is about the underestimating that we do and the kind of perception we have about things and how we short circuit that. And sometimes we're doing that because we simply don't know what it takes. And sometimes we're doing that because we've given up hope and we don't really want to keep the dream alive for the sake of not having the disappointment that we just think we would have if we didn't have it. So we keep it safer in that way. It's another way of sabotaging. And sometimes we underestimate because we really aren't sure of what it's taking, and we might be protecting ourselves from not having it, yes, but also because we actually do not know our own power. And this is the most important type of underestimating, the most important underestimation that you could be making in your life that could be stopping you from living your fullest potential. So what do I mean by that? I mean that you don't yet know what you are actually capable of. You have not really put yourself to the test. So maybe your dreams, your desires, and the things you really want And the fact that you keep disconnecting from how important they are to you by sabotaging or by not making those choices that you could be making to have it are actually ways for you to avoid or not really step up or not really do anything differently, because you yet don't know who you could become if you actually had that. So underestimating yourself is the biggest mistake you can be making in life. And if you are doing that, there's an excellent way for you to stop. Start looking at this part of you deep inside that is a creator, a painter, painting your life like your own personal canvas, your work of art. When you really get connected to this potentiality, we call it, this unlimited possibility within you, you will know it's the stuff that Isaac Newton spoke about, that Einstein talked about, that many, many Eastern philosophers, saints, seers, and sages of our time have spoken about. All of them trying to impress upon us the fact that we are like the universe. We are the galaxy, a microcosm of the macrocosm. And so whatever we think and put our energy behind grows. So if you keep thinking thoughts that justify actions that you don't take, if you keep underestimating what your life could be about, if you keep underestimating yourself and others and judge them for whatever it is that you think they should be doing better, or even judge yourself for whatever you think you can't get done, and just stay behind that kind of method of sabotage, you will never really know your fullest potential. But the truth is, you are capable of so much. There are lives that have contributed enormous amounts to others. There are people that have served humanity in the most marvelous and remarkable ways. Think about people like Madiba and his long walk to freedom, what one life like his managed to do to other lives around the world. Think about people who really inspired us into great knowledge and change, like Pythagoras. Great thought leaders of our time still now are moving us into new ways of thinking, new behaviors, and really helping us even learn how to become superhuman. Someone like Ken Wilber is doing incredible work to teach us about our human potential. If you need help with any of this, or if you yourself really see that you are underestimating yourself and you don't know what else to do, you can watch some more of my videos, or if you like, get in touch with me, and I'd like to introduce you to a few strategies that you can actually start immediately to start accessing more of your power. And if not, think about this: a picture of the planets made up into a poster and put up in your office or in your bedroom, which shows you all the different planets that are very, very far away, and some of the stars that are actually out there in the galaxy, can be an excellent mirror for you to look into daily and remember that you are part of this universe and you are a creator of all things. Stop underestimating yourself and don't give yourself reason to sabotage yourself anymore. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.